Ready? Hi.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Year of the Ox. I'd like to introduce you to my friend, Michelle Cromer. Michelle Cromer is the author of 4 books, including her best-selling book, Exit Strategy, Thinking Outside the Box, published by Penguin, which was featured on CBS Sunday Morning. For over 15 years as a feng shui healer, Michelle has conducted workshops around the country in which participants learn how to tap into a deep well of spirituality, meaning, and purpose. She is an adjunct professor at the University of Texas in El Paso, where she teaches feng shui, the ancient art of Chinese mysticism, the 5-element and yin-yang theories, and the mythology and archetype of the goddess. Michelle is the founder of Pink Crosses, a foundation whose purpose is to bring comfort and closure to the murdered girls' families of Juarez, Mexico. She has a BA in finance, a Bachelor of Theology, a minor in comparative religions from Abilene Christian University, and a fellowship from New York University in finance. Her new book, The Goddess Principles, 9 Way of Applying Ancient Wisdom to the Mystery in You, will be published in the year 2022. Born and raised in Austin, Texas, Michelle resides in El Paso, Texas.
Thanks.
Welcome.
Thanks, Kathy, and y'all welcome. I appreciate it. If you want someone to introduce you, ask somebody from the Year of the Horse. I appreciate that. So welcome, and happy Year of the Ox. I wanted to logistically, first of all, let you know that this is being recorded. So you can take notes or you can wait for the recording, which will be probably más o menos a couple of days from now, maybe over the weekend. And if you would like to ask me questions, if you will put them in the chat room in all caps. And if I do not get to them during this class, because we have such a limited time, then I promise you I will answer you directly afterwards. Also, I just wanted to thank you. My currency is time. And so for y'all that want to spend time with me this morning or on a recording, I just am greatly appreciative. There's a couple of things that I hope that you learned today. First of all, I want you to learn more about yourself. I'm going to show you a chart so that each of you will know what animal you were born under. And then we're going to go through specifics on each animal so that you can know what's going to happen with your career, your love, your work, and your finances. And then at the very end, I'm going to teach you how to activate your love, your wealth, your health, and your career. That's a lot to do in 45 minutes. So let's get started. The Year of the Ox is the second in the zodiac. Legend has it that the Jade Emperor, which was the first emperor, decided that he wanted to have a zodiac. So he went to the forest and he said, okay, y'all, whoever gets to my party first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and so on will be listed in that order. So the very cunning rat went up to the very big ox and asked, please, sir, my legs are so small. Can I just jump on your back and go over the river? And of course, the dutiful ox put him on his back and they go through the river, and the very cunning rat jumps off his back right when they get to the other side and scurries into the party first. And that is how the rat got the first slot, but then the ox got the second. So this year is going to characterize everything that you can think of about the ox. For example, they're very responsible, they're slow moving, they're dutiful. That's the characteristics of this year, but it is the Yin Metal Ox. So in feng shui, we have 5 elements: earth, water, fire, wood, and metal. We don't have 4 elements that you're going to see in Native American traditions or in astrology, because the ancient Chinese decided that they wanted to really honor the most important element to them, which was earth. So they divided up and pulled out wood. So that is why feng shui is so important to the land that you live in or the space that you occupy, because it has a lot of grounding energy. We also have properties that are yin and yang, feminine and masculine. Notice I didn't say male, female. Feminine and masculine energy is not related to your gender. For example, if y'all know me personally, and I know Becky, my friend Becky knows me personally, I have very masculine energy. So it has a characteristic this year of yin, and we can see this happening that's playing out really in the United States. We have a feminine energy now in the White House. Kamala Harris has risen to the highest political power that we've ever known a woman to have in the United States. On Super Bowl Sunday, we had a feminine, energy, and the first time in the history of Super Bowl that a physical woman was actually an umpire. So that we can see that really coming into play already. Last year was the metal rat. Metal represents respiratory. So once again, we have a respiratory symbolic year. And so what's going to happen, unfortunately, last year with the rat, we had the respiratory that went through the entire globe. Nobody could have predicted this pandemic. But with the year of the metal ox, what we're going to see is it might take a little longer for our global community to circle back around and get back more to normal. So that's what we're going to, but people will be successful this year if you work hard, really hard. And the bottom line is you just can't give up. So let's get going on. I'm going to share screen. I am, let's see. Okay. So this is the year 4,720, by the way. Can you believe that? Wow. Okay. So here we go. All right. So these are all the animals that are represented. And I'm going to give you a moment to look for your birth year. But if I change this screen too rapidly, that's okay. I'm going to put up the years before I introduce each of these animals. And I encourage you to not just look for yourself, but look for the year your partner was born or your children were born. I think it's fascinating. I have two boys. I have a snake and a rooster, and both of them really do embody these characteristics. So I'll give you just another minute on that. Take a look at that. And then let's go to the first one, which is the rat. So let me go back. Yeah, which is the rat. So rat people are leaders, they're innovators, they're instigators too. You're the most inquisitive of the 12. Being the first, you're a pioneer who loves to open new roads and discover new ways of doing things. You're extremely sociable and active, and you love to network. You're charming, articulate, and you communicate. That is your biggest strength. I'm not going to read these. I'm just going to hit the high notes, but remember, you're going to get a recording. So if you want to look at these in depth, you can certainly do that once you get that recording. So relationships, this is a fantastic year for love for you rats. For married couples, it's a wonderful year to bring in more romance. If rats are single, this can happen for you this year. Your health. It's important to be health focused and not to overwork. Going outside is vital for the rat year this year. Your career, great opportunities are coming the rat's way. It's a wonderful year for promotion, especially in the creative fields. Finances, it's important to save this year, and it's a good year for stock investments. Okay, the second one, the ox, which is our year. So this is your, look and see if you can find it yourself or anyone in the ox years. Life for the ox is not a popularity contest. They can't be rushed into making a decision. They need to exercise complete autonomy over their lives. They never shrink from duty and perform well under pressure. These people make excellent partners and terrific friends. Okay, relationships for the ox. This year supports you to know who you truly are. If you're already in a relationship, it's important to take time to connect. Bonds of friendship and family will strengthen this year. Health, keep an eye on your blood pressure. Make sleep a priority and be mindful of your inner dialogue. We have over 80,000 thoughts a day, so really be kind to yourself, all you oxes. Career, slow and steady is the theme for you this year. Stay consistent. Focus on what you have, not what you don't have. Finances. This is a great year for saving and paying off old debts. So it's always a good year for that. Be mindful of buying unnecessary things. Tiger. Okay, all you tiger people, this is the years. Your life symbolizes passion and integrity, competitive and outspoken and courageous. You have a never say die attitude. You have a humanitarian heart, and you will always support a worthy cause. These are just always such wonderful people. Okay, relationships. If you're single, this is a good year to meet the love of your life. Isn't that exciting? So it's important to be clear on who you want to align with on every single level. If you're attached, it's the perfect year to deepen the bond with love. Health. Take good care of your heart, emotionally, physically, and physically. Do plenty of cardio. That's always good for heart health. Your career, you're going to work hard and complete projects. That's your goal. But you like your freedom. So this year, integrate the steady ox ethic. So tigers, when I had a tiger employee, I always knew they were going to be the first to finish, but really just slow down this year and make sure that you're steady and checking all the boxes. Okay, the finances. Good year for finance. Money will flow from unexpected places. Good year to start your own business. You don't have to do anything too risky, and be mindful of overspending. Okay, the rabbit, the cute little rabbit. These are your years. Rabbits are quiet and efficient people who see the world as a chess game, and you're always too good of a player to ever lose. Refined, even-tempered, self-assured, sophisticated. You are gifted with gracious manners, and you're so easy to get along with. Your relationships this year are a priority, so make them a priority. If you're in a partnership with someone, it transcends to the next level. You will be more confident in your relationships this year than you have ever been. Your health. Self-care and health should be a priority. Do all you can to strengthen your mind, body, soul. Consider trying other energy modalities this year, like something like acupuncture or reflexology, or if you're not meditating, this is the year to start that practice. The career for the rabbit. Self-employed rabbits will find it easy to thrive much more than just employees, but work hard and allow your creativity to shine either way. Don't hold back. Finances. This is a steady financial year. No major lanes or gains or losses. Keep spending to a minimum. That seems to be a theme really with all of us this year. Dragons. Oh, these dragons. You represent vitality, leadership, and action. No matter what you do, you will always be the best. You don't take a back seat to anyone, and you always appear larger than life. So check out those years. Okay, relationships. This is not a year for new relationships. Rather, it's important this year to work on the relationships you already have, but most importantly, the one with yourself. Do daily practices such as meditation, journaling, to release your own energy in order to really be present with your partners. Health. A healthy diet is important this year. Fewer sweets and alcohol, more veggies, water, green juices, things like that. Rest, relax, and this is a great year for Tai Chi and yoga, which will help with your blood pressure. You tend to stay up late, so try to go to bed a little early. Your career this year is you're going to work hard and allow your creativity to shine. Do not follow the crowd. The more joy you bring to work, the more success you're going to have. Follow through on projects from what you started in 2020. Finances. Working more will equal more money. Make it a priority to pay off debts. This is a great year to buy stocks and build your portfolio. If you're in sales, this is a great year to sell, sell, sell. Snake. Okay, these are the years for the snake. You represent wisdom and ambition. Cool and collected, you're never in a hurry. Your influences are encompassing and enduring. Patient and yet simmering with pent-up ambition, you are quietly aggressive in your own dignified way. Okay, the relationships for the snake this year. Single snakes can align with their love in 2021, and it's an excellent year to get married. That's good. Married snakes should make an effort to spend more time with their partner and keep the marriage deeply connected. Your relationships. Okay, your health. Yeah, I have 2 for health. Okay, vital to exercise, spend time in nature, good diet, reduce stress. Your emotional and morale will be stronger this year. Motivation is the thing that you really need this year. So you're going to have career advancements and promotions. This is your year to step into the leadership role. Working hard this year will improve your life changes. Career advancement for you. This is a year to step into your role. Working hard this year will improve your life. Changes are coming in your career this year with great opportunities. So be open and clear on what you want. Your finances is a good year for money. It will flow from all sorts of unexpected places. Find a good financial advisor to set up your future and get a good accountant and double check everything. Okay, this is my friend Kathy who introduced me. Horse years. This is you. You symbolize perception and speed. You're cheerful, high-spirited. You have a happy-go-lucky attitude. And as an independent spirit, you enjoy striking out on your own. As a person that follows your heart, you don't like a lot of planning. You go by your gut feelings and instincts, and you don't procrastinate too long. I've never met a horse person that didn't have the ability to have their own business if they didn't want to. And if they do, they are very successful. Okay, relationships for the horse last year was especially difficult for you. You were wildly romantic and want to fall in love with the fairy tale. However, this is an ox year, so it asks you to be slow and steady. For singles, this is an excellent chance for you to find love. Okay, health. Health for the horse. Where's my health for the horse? Health for the horse. This is a yang and fire element, which makes you really feel more masculine. We all have a lot of fire. It's important to practice mindful breathing, and it's vital to take care of yourself with exercise this year. If you don't have a good diet, get one. Reduce stress, and more than anyone, you really need to spend time in nature. So, career for horse, no big changes. Big goal can be attained. It's not the horse's strong point to really look at details, but in the year of the ox, really asking you to do that. Be mindful of what you say. Finances, steady year, no major loss or gains. It's keep minimum spending. 2021 is not a year for risks. Budget and save. This year's about step up and paying off debt. Great year to save. Okay, the sheep. Sheep or the goat. Okay, so these are the years for the sheep or the goat. And you symbolize peace and harmony. You are considerate and compassionate. Time is no great consequence as all things come to fruition. You will always be well provided for. You keep the peace and prevent discord. Your relationships, if you're single, make an effort this year to put yourself out there. Be clear and flexible. If you're in a relationship, it's important to take time to connect. Your health, get motivated, join a gym, do yoga, practice self-care. It's important to look after your health this year. Make sleep a priority. Be mindful of where you put your time and energy so that it's not wasted. Your career, work hard, try new things, work on self-realization and your inner landscape. You do not need to make drastic changes this year. This is a year about working internally on yourself. Stay positive, organize, reduce clutter, and maintain your focus. Finances. Solve any financial challenges at the beginning of the year. So now Q1, it's a good time to do that. Step into your own sovereignty around money and create foundation for the future. Okay, all you monkeys, this is your birth year, or if you know a monkey, you have so much curiosity and creative energy. You have an extremely progressive mind and have just so much wit. very intelligent, strong-minded in your domain. Everything is possible if you're a monkey. Okay, so relationships. This is an amazing year for love for all you monkeys. So that's awesome. If you're single, it's a great year to meet the love of your life. Allow your love life to be spontaneous. If you're in a relationship, it's a year to speak your truth. Health. Make sleep a priority. Get enough sleep. If you have lower energy, you can find balance by having a good diet and plenty of exercise, and keep your energy high and your vibration high. Okay, so this is a year to work hard and allow your creativity to shine. Do not follow the crowd. And the more joy you bring to work, the more success you're going to have. This is not an ideal for risky investments. It's a year to play it safe. Be mindful of spending. Create a good budget and save. Okay, the rooster. So these are the years for the rooster. Okay. I have a son that's a rooster, and these people, I'm telling you what, those rooster people, there's not one time that I haven't seen a rooster look good. These are people that really care about how they look. You're characterized by precision and perfection. You see the world as a huge, well-oiled, highly efficient factory running like clockwork under your direction. Nothing is out of place. You are best when performing exercises of the mind. You do not take responsibility lightly, and you are known for your dedication. Okay, relationships. You're like a peacock. You stand out and are noticed. It is a good year if you're single to make an effort to find love. Be clear on what you want at every level, ensuring that whomever you attract is not just a physical match, but mind, body, and spirit as well. This year supports a deepening bond with your love. Okay, health for the rooster. Keep your mind and emotions healthy and have the support needed, either therapy or have a healing journal. Plenty of exercise, healthy diet. Be mindful not to overwork. It's a good year for adventure and exploration. Career. There may be offers of partnerships, especially in March or July. Career changes are good, but triple check everything before making any decisions. And finances for the rooster, 2021 is not a year for big risks. Budget save. What you put into your work this year will come out. Be mindful of where your money is going and avoid shortcuts. Okay, dogs. Here's your year. So take a look at that. Okay, dogs, you symbolize integrity and loyalty. You love companionship and you need to be needed. Even if you appear docile and friendly, one can't earn your trust too easily. You're a traditionalist and you make a loyal friend. Your relationships this year, it's a good year to let go of any patterns and old stories you've been telling yourself that hold you back. Instead, embrace your future. If you're single, put yourself out there and be clear on what you want to attract. Your health. Good year to get an annual checkup. Stay on top of your health. Do all your regular self-care practices, good sleep, exercise, balanced diet, lots of laughter. Spend time with friends and make going outside and being in nature a priority. Clear and peaceful communication will ensure a good year in your career arena. It's a fantastic year to continue your education. And in your finances, good year for finances and money flowing in unexpected places. Pay off your debt and be mindful of overspending. So the last one we have are the cute pigs. This is your year. So take a look at that. Pigs represent generosity and goodwill. You're honest and possess great fortitude. Strong in mind and body, you hide your intelligence under a modest front. You are free of pretense. What you see is what you get. You're open and lavish with friends with affection. And that's a little bit more of that. And health-wise, a healthy diet is important. Less fatty foods, plenty of sleep is important. Join a gym, do yoga, schedule workouts. Perhaps try other modalities like acupuncture and reflexology. In your career, give yourself tools for motivation. Start your mornings off with a practice that raises your vibration. With hard work and awareness, you can advance in your career and become more in line with your true purpose. Your finances, this is not a year to take risks, and it's not a good year to lend money. Be more conservative during the first half of the year. Okay, so let me stop sharing. If I can get out of here. And I'm going to, okay, so that should be everybody that's on this Zoom event. And hopefully you learned a little bit about not just yourself, but maybe the people in your life. Again, you're going to get this recording. And so I didn't want to end with just this. I really wanted to teach you this year, in the year 4720, how to activate very basically 4 really important areas of your life: your love, your money, your health, and your career. So let's start with your health. Health is just on everybody's mind these days, obviously, and it's really important to make sure that the center part of your home is free of clutter. I don't care what the center part of your home is, but I always like to put a live plant. Plant represents growth and health and vitality. And so it's always a great idea to do that. But also your kitchen will always represent your health. So one of the things that I'm going to encourage you to do is go to your stove, and symbolically, I want you to light every single one of the burners. That's igniting your health and the fire, that yang energy that we all need to get through these times. We all have a favorite burner that we use. I'm going to ask you not to use that every day so that you're really moving that chi around. Again, this is a great place, no matter where your kitchen is to put a live plant. So that's your health. Now, your career is also your life journey, and that always is represented at your front door. So often in the West, what I see us do is we have homes and we pull into the garage and we go into the kitchen door and we never use our front door. In feng shui, symbolically, the front of your house, your front door, represents your face and your mouth. And we call that feeding the dragon. So this is how you activate your 5 senses. If you feel stuffed up, if you feel clogged, this is symbolically, feng shui is what is in your brain is the physical manifestation in your space. So by going through the activating different power points in your home, you're going to be able to really activate these areas. So the main thing is, every single day, open up your front door and make sure that you walk in and out. And that's just showing respect. That's what we say. And also, if there's ever a place to have clear and clean, it would be right at your front door. I've actually gone up to people's homes that are so overdone with plants, I can't even get through them. Or there's the front door that when I knock on the door, they can't really open it because for some reason, people use this area as storage. So clean it up, use it, and make sure you have the 5 elements represented. Okay, now, if you're standing we're going to talk about love. Let's talk about wealth first. If you're standing at your front door, right here, the furthest left-hand corner is your wealth. So say, for example, I walk into someone's home and I go immediately, this is how I start, I immediately go to the left-hand corner. If I see that is a bathroom, a kitchen, or a laundry room, I know immediately that this family has a problem with the flow of money. I also one time in Boulder saw this area as a garage that was so stacked with boxes, I couldn't even get in it. So what does that symbolically represent? That money is stuck. So it's really easy. This is not a big deal at all. If it's a bathroom, all you do is close the door. And the reason why you want to do that is because your money goes down the drain. So you just close the door. I often tell people to put a little mirror on top of the door if that works for you. Now, if you have a kitchen, it probably doesn't have a door, and that is not a problem either. By your sink, my house is 110 years old. So I have one of the old sinks, and on top of it is a ledge So on top of the ledge, I put a jade plant because jade represents money in China because of the leaves look like coins. So if it's a kitchen, just do something like that. If it's a laundry room, you can certainly close the door. Whatever that is in your home, this area especially loves the water element. You don't have to put a fountain in your bedroom, office, or whatever it may be, but you do need some sort of photograph of water, or the color blue is really good in this area because that's water. What you never want to do, ever, never, ever, ever, behind, if this is an office, for example, or a bedroom, behind you, you never want to put a painting of water, the ocean or a lake or anything like that, because you're going to be sleeping underwater or working underwater. Feng Shui is the language of symbolism. And honestly, I do believe that it's the language of the soul. I feel like our higher self, higher power, whatever noun you want to insert in there, doesn't speak to us as clearly as we would like. So symbolism and all of the symbolic things that happen in our life are the language of the soul coming from a higher power. So in this area, the furthest left-hand corner, make sure it's not cluttered. You don't want your money to get stuck. And if you want to take it we make it bread, passion, fire, and I would in the present are paid. I am so grateful and honored that the job career that I want has come to me to serve my higher power. So that is your wealth. Now let's talk about money. It's the season of love. So let's talk about love. And this is not just love with a partnership. We have friends that we love. We have children that we love. This is not just partnership. So this is your furthest, go to the very, very, very corner of your house. And that's your love. Inevitably, I have a question. When I do my weekly videos, I have a question about things like, I have an outside patio. Is that my corner? If you have a roof over the patio, yeah, it's your corner. And and so it's the furthest right-hand corner. Again, if I walk into a house and I see a bathroom, a kitchen, or laundry room, I know that there could be some relationship challenges because of all of that energy going down the drain. Everything I said about wealth is applicable to this area. If it's a bathroom, close the door. If it's a kitchen, use plants to diffuse that energy. If it's a laundry room, close it. Wherever your bedroom is also represents your love. So this is an area, either the furthest right-hand corner or your bedroom, that will always respond to the symbolism of twos, 2 candles, 2 chairs, 2 books, 2 nightstands, 2 lamps. Think partnerships in this area more than anything else. Your bedroom is the #1 place in your home where you spend time. So we want to make sure that underneath your bed is free of clutter or anything. I had a client, actually she was an accountant, and she could not get a good night's sleep. I don't care what that woman did. She could not get a good night's sleep. So of course I walk over, I look under her bed. What do you think she has there? Tax returns. She's sleeping over tax returns. So make sure that the energy can flow all the way around it. I get a lot of questions about mirrors in bedrooms, and mirrors, it is said traditionally in Feng Shui, invite a third-party energy. Well, that's not necessarily a person. It could be stepchildren. It could be my 95-pound German Shepherd named Panzer. It could be a lot of different things. So mirrors in your bedroom are really kind of something that we want to avoid, as well as photographs of anyone other than you and your partner. So this is not a place to put your family photos. It is not a place to put anything like that. This is, think of it as your sanctuary. So let's just say you're single. What do I care? I'm single. I want to have a loving relationship with my family. If you truly can say in your heart that you do not want to be in partnership with another person, by all means, that is not a problem. But if there's a shred of doubt in your mind and you're not in partnership, then I would suggest that you put pictures. You can go to Target or any of those stores, and you get those frames, and they always have couples. Okay, that's not you, but you can put that in your room and think about putting the picture of the partner that you find. And I always tell people, if this is something that you want to do and you have your two nightstands that are balancing the yin and yang, and you have your lamps, I always tell people the bedside that you don't sleep on, you have that nightstand, open it up and clean it out, and visualize that that person is going to put their keys or wallet or whatever personal items in that space. And I would go one step further. If you really want to be in partnership and bring that person's energy in, I would offer up the suggestion to pray for them. For example, I used to, I hope you're healthy. I hope you had a good day. I hope, just like bring that energy in and speak to them. Believe it or not, when you assume the sale, so to speak, when you bring that energy into present time, you will be so shocked at what the universe delivers for you. So really be careful that you want to be in a relationship, because this works. I always tell people, Feng Shui is 4,000 years old. So when Buddha was sitting in the lotus position and Jesus was walking the earth, Feng Shui was already 2,000 years old. So this ancient knowledge has been around for a long time for one reason, because it works. It's not magic. I always tell people, if they want to get a job, you have to have the skill set that matches it. If you want to have a partner, you really can't be, a hot mess. So really analyze those things. So that is your love and your money and your health. And so let me just double check and see what else I need to cover. Okay, so again, I wanted to tell you that this is going to be recorded. And I also wanted to tell you that I'm going to have another class next month. Last year, and some of my students are on this Zoom call I saw, last semester at the University of Texas here, I decided that I was going to teach new material, because Feng Shui, I've been doing this for 15 years, is a very surface energy modality. And it's very important. It's very important to move your chi. It's very important to understand the balance of the 5 elements. And it's most important to understand your participation. I have so many people that I actually had a client once that was like, hey, but gotta get my boyfriend back. Gotta get my boyfriend back. Where do I put my bed? What direction? I mean, she was a hot mess. And I said that I could tell her that it has nothing to do with Feng Shui why she lost her partner. But Feng Shui is about the flow and about Feng Shui and yourself. But I really was searching for a more deeper connection with my clients and with myself. And I wanted to drop down into a more sacred space. And I began to notice, as I Feng Shuied offices and other homes, that I began to label my clients by goddesses that they represented. Like, so for example, there was a woman that, so many plants getting up to her front door. You open up her front door, so many plants. She was taking care of her mother. She offered me a plant-based snack. Well, she was Gaia. So I'm going to Feng Shui her space differently according to her characteristics and behaviors. And there was a woman, I can't remember if it was in so long ago, it was in Santa Fe or Scotland, I can't remember, but she opened the door and she was in lingerie. And I went, sugar, this is not that kind of appointment. It could be, but it's not going to be. And she was Aphrodite. So my new book is The Goddess Principles, 9 Ways of Applying Ancient Knowledge, the Mystery in You. And so I really I want to encourage you, if you're looking for a way to identify your archetype, and I have 9 primary diverse, gender fluid, often, they're not male, female goddesses. And so I really list their characteristics and behaviors, and I determine what their life purpose is. And so if you identify with Gaia, after the class, you would understand how to serve, what to wear, best ways that that you love. And most importantly, I think you would really find out your life purpose, and that will transform your life. It's never ceases to amaze me, however, in the West, that people come up to me in workshops. I want to know my life purpose. I want to know my life purpose. And 9 times out of 10, if I'm in the United States, it's always about a job for their life purpose. And it could be a job. It might be, I don't know. But through these archetypes and through studying human behavior and characteristics, I have learned that there are very distinct ways that you can show up in your life and show up for each other. And it's not that you're just necessarily one of these. And again, this is not male, female, this is masculine and this is feminine, because I'm a lot like Oya, actually one of the most powerful goddesses. She was male and it was male and female, and a warrior archetype. So it's not just primarily if you're a woman. So you'll get information from that. My assistant Christine will send that to you. And I think that's really it. So I just wanted to, before we close, I just wanted to thank the ancient ones for allowing this knowledge to come to you. I want to thank you for your time. And I want to offer that I hope that the year of the Yin Metal Ox brings you so much meaning and love and joy and happiness. And I hope to see y'all again. And again, ask me questions in the chat room, or you could certainly email me at michelle@michellecromer.com. I'd like to thank Kathy again and my friend Perla that's been a co-host. Thanks so much, Perla. Thank you all. Appreciate it. Happy New Year.